after a rainy, super duper rainy night last night. That's our view. But it keeps misting up and clouding over. The views are normally lovely from up here. They're still nice, but you can't see them that well. But you can normally see across to the Black Mountains from here. Oh, big tractor!
Ooh, bit close that were.
Right, after we just pooed our pants.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, we're heading to Aonb. Of course, we're going to see Sam and John at the weekend.
We are, yeah.
So we've got to make our way in that direction, ain't we?
Yeah.
So Aonb and then probably Cannock Chase, possibly, maybe.
But we did have a little problem at the end of the last one, didn't we?
Yeah, the last video, yeah.
Stuck behind the tractor for I don't know how long, driving at 0 miles an hour. And then the DPF warning light came back on. That's because it was going too slow. But touch wood, we ain't lost any power. It went for about 20 minutes and gone, ain't come back on yet, so fingers crossed it might be right. Yeah,
so we're hoping the Motorhome is okay.
Yeah.
But we shall see. And this road is diabolical.
I know.
Really bumpy.
Nice on a bike, but not in a motorhome.
Oh yeah, if you want to do an Evil Knievel, yeah.
I come down here loads when I was on the bike.
Yeah, but it's well bumpy, man, it's horrid. Look at that for a lovely view. And a lovely day. And I've never seen so much heather. It is full. And again, heather and woodland in the distance. We're on a car park down there. Cole's gone to get Nucky's water because he forgot it. And we're at Cannock Chase, which unfortunately has got a bit of a dodgy reputation for the night. Or should I say, a dogging reputation. And we know, because we experienced it last night. But that was the video before this one. But it is a beautiful place. And there are campsites in here, so you can overnight with no problems whatsoever. There's a camping and caravan one. And other campsites too. And this area has got massive links to the First World War. Because the soldiers trained here before they got sent over to Europe to fight. And this is what we've come to see, the Cannock Chase German Military Cemetery, which is a cemetery for soldiers from the First and Second World War who died on UK soil. There are 4,787 identified soldiers buried here. And it was the 16th of October 1959 that the UK and German government came to an agreement to lay all the German soldiers' bodies to rest in one place. We've finally got back out for a walk. That's where we're parked up. And there's Mr. Beanie's stunning waterproof coat. Wow, gorgeous. Well, oh God, as long as it does the job, that's the main thing. Find out if we have the storms we're meant to be having this afternoon.
And here we are. This is Ellen. She is modelling the 2022 season raincoat. Very nice. And the twirl. Ooh. Oh, look at the lining. How bright that lining is. Sunglass time. It's even got a hood, hasn't it? Yeah, it's very nice, very nice. If anybody will want one, it's Go Outdoors at £299.99.
29 quid.
It looks good.
It'll do the job.
Does the job,
yeah. A fleecy one, what goes underneath for the winter.
Yep.
Which is on the bed at the minute.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll do the job anyway. We ain't had any rain yet.
No.
Well,
They have forecast rain. That's why we're both wearing them to see, ain't we?
Yeah. And we're walking to the Katyn Memorial, which is a memorial for the Polish who got massacred in the Katyn forest by the Russians. It was in the Second World War. It was 25,000 people got massacred, prisoners of war, officers of the army. Everybody thought the Germans did it, even though it was the Germans who discovered the bodies in mass graves. But in the 1990s, the Russians admitted that it was them who massacred everybody. 25,000 people. And the reason there is a memorial here is because Polish visitors to Cannock Chase said it reminded them of the Katyn forest, and because of the strong links to the First and Second World War in the chase, they put a memorial here. But then in 1979, a Polish man decided to try and get funding, and he raised funds to have a more permanent memorial here, because the last one was made out of wood. So we're not far from the road, if you can hear it. And we've reached the memorial, and this one was opened in 2010. Lovely location. Surrounded by the woods. Don't know where we're going now. Just following the track, ain't we, Hugs?
We are. Got to go somewhere.
Yeah, well.
All tracks lead to Rome, they say.
Thought it was all roads lead to Rome. Or even lead to Rome.
This way, look.
We ain't going that way, Nookie Bear. And a little quick update on Nookie Monster. Because we do now think, well I do, from research, that he has got what the vet said. Even though I will stand by saying that they never examined him properly, because they bloody didn't. But we're not having the biopsy, not putting him through it. It's a lot of money and you don't need it. He's either got it or he ain't. So he's got to wear the sunblock. Luckily winter's coming. It did heal up, but then it went really bad again. And all above his nose went all pink and scaly. So I've had to put him back on the Isoderm steroid cream. It's nearly better now. I'm going to have to keep putting sunblock on his nose, which keeps licking off. But it's a doggy sunblock, so it won't harm him. Right, so the blue dot is where we are.
Come here.
Down that track is where the catting thing is. There, look. Oh, just disappeared again. Catting Memorial. And we are parked on that bit there. Oh, can't see the pin. But there anyway. That bit. So if we carry along this track, do a right where there's a fork, we'll end up back at the Cannock Chase German military cemetery. Cole's waiting for me, even though I'd rather him carry on because the dog keeps licking the sunscreen off his nose and the sun's decided to come out. Don't want him being ill. Oh, he's lying in the shade. Well, he was. You can see now. We're nearly back at the car park. Just walking up this track, as you can see the blue dot moving. And we're on that Aspen car park. Bit uphill. She's warm, heavy breathing. Back at the car park. Just the other side of these trees. And we just heard thunder. So it looks like we're just getting back in time. Never tried our coats out, but I'd rather not bother than get knuckly soaking wet. We've moved to go somewhere else, and somebody who I know who lives in Cannock said this end of the chase is the best place for deer. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. They're in there. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them crossing the road? I think they're roe deer with the spots on them. There they are. Oh, little bambino. Oh, God, you gotta love them, ain't ya? We're off out again, and this is more war history we're on the lookout for. We're off to find a grave, a doggy's grave. Right, it's raining, but I'm going to go for it. So the grave, there's the grave. This is Freda's grave, and she was the mascot for the New Zealand Rifles in the First World War because they trained on Cannock Chase. This apparently is the 5th headstone. First one was made of wood. And a man in 1964 from New Zealand originally English. He was in the Staffordshire Regiment but emigrated to New Zealand. He came back to Cannock Chase to find Freda's headstone, and he couldn't find it, and he asked the council if they would put a new headstone up, and they said no, but the Royal British Legion paid for it. It's been replaced several times since then. As I said, this is the 5th one. But they think that Freda, because it was when there was a Spanish flu epidemic, that she died of that. But there's tales that she went to the Somme when they fought there, and they believe that she was a Great Dane. We've come up to the car park where my friend said to come, because he said we'd sit here, and I can sit here. I don't think you're going to see him on here. I need the proper camera, I've got no chance. Well, I managed to film them quick with Carl's camera, but they've gone. I think we should put the wildlife camera out. See if we get anything. And there's us parked up for the night. Hopefully we won't get any doggers tonight. Well, this is our view this morning. It is a nice spot, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that car park has got signs saying no overnight tents or caravans, but nothing about motorhomes. But you won't find Cannock Chase on search for sites at all, and there's a reason for that, as we've already said, and if you saw our previous video, because there's loads of doggers. And then the car park we were on last night was boy racers, which they weren't too bad. They weren't driving around like idiots. They were just talking.
Loud.
Yeah, loud. But then they were playing music at
1:30.
yeah, 1:30, and because they moved, doggers were still coming in, but they wouldn't park up because the boy racers were there. But they were swinging around really, really close to the motorhome, and it was like, great. Oh, and that one speed bump,
This is high.
yeah, the underneath of our van scrapes, and we've got air suspension, so probably not the best car park to overnight on anyway. But we had a quieter night on the Doggers car park, didn't we?
Yeah.
Than we did on that one. Which is a shame, really.
Yeah, because that's great for seeing deer.
Yeah,
Lots of deer.
yeah. This part is the part where all the deer are. I mean, they'd probably come in overnight again, but where we moved from yesterday,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I reckon that was quiet and it wasn't really a car park as such. So, it's a shame because it is lovely here, but the antisocial behaviour on the night.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably as much traffic all night as there is during the day, and with the wildlife. Just a joke, man. Honestly, I'm surprised we don't see dead deer everywhere.
No, because you could hear the cars zooming around, can't you?
Yeah, you can. Cole's just been and chucked the rubbish bag with litter picked, ain't you?
Yep.
Well, what he litter picked.
Yeah. Litter everywhere.
So, yeah. Weren't too bad.
No, but it's just annoying.
Yeah, but there was a litter. But there's no bins anywhere either, so that
No.
don't bloody help.
That's not an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse,
Yeah.
but people who are tramps might actually use a bin.
Yeah.
And if there ain't a bin there, then they ain't got one to use, they're going to leave it.
Yep.
Exactly. Right then, so we're leaving this one here. We'll see you on the next one.
We will.
We haven't got a clue where we're going or what we're doing. We've got
No.
nothing planned, have we?
Nothing whatsoever.
Apart
But
from a weekend at the end of the month.
yeah, we'll figure it out as we go
Yeah,
along.
got to wait and see what's happening with my sister, which we should know soon. So we'll see you later.
We will.
So bye.
Bye.